Welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're working on this Stihl FS110R weed whacker, and we're going to be replacing a new carburetor that we got from Hippa. And I'm going to start it up here and show you what's going on. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is open the cap to relieve the pressure. Close that back up. Then I got a T27. We got 3 bolts to remove. Two in the front, and then one's going to be in the back, and that makes things easier. And you don't have to do this. Like I said, it makes things easier. Take the spark plug boot off. Okay, we're going to lay it on its side, sorta, and then take off the air filter outside of that. Pull out our, I guess that could be replaced too. That air filter's kind of dirty. Next, we're going to get in here and take these 8mm nuts off. Okay, got the other side already. We'll just go ahead and pull back on that, and make sure that you don't lose the nuts. And we'll loosen this top cover, pull the boot through, and go there. That just makes things easier so you can get down here to the throttle linkage. And then carefully pull back on this plastic housing. It pops in and out. There's little tabs right there that line up that fit inside a slot down here. And then we have easier access to loosen our throttle linkage down here. So what we're going to do is just pull up on the carb, and then the butterfly there, and pull that out of the barrel, and that'll release our throttle linkage. And when we put that back together, we're going to make sure this lines up in these nice notches. Okay, that pops out. Then we'll loosen our fuel line here. And then there's one on this side also. And one of the reasons I popped the cap off the fuel tank was to release the pressure, because then once you pop these off under pressure, it's going to squirt out. That's why I did that. With those detached, you should be able to just slide that right off. You can see there's a gasket there, and there's also one on the back of the housing here, so make sure that we don't lose those. Okay, now that that's off, it's nice and simple. We're going to grab our new one. Again, this is from Hippa, and they're having a Spring Fest sale right now through May 4th, where you can get 30% off of most products. Okay, now we can just slip this one on, and we want to make sure the impulse hose lines up with this, and that's right down here. Make sure that all lines up. Go ahead and put that back in. And we'll line that hole up, make sure that's in, slide it in the rest of the way. Okay, then we'll hook up our 2 fuel lines. The longer one goes on the top, the shorter one goes on the bottom. That's kind of obvious, I guess. Okay, I got the throttle linkage back in, but we just feed the cable wire right through the slots, and then down here, and on the carburetor, on the bottom, you can see it's got a barrel on it, and that's where the end of the cable goes through. If you have it upside down, the cable won't stay inside and it'll fall out. Okay, next we'll wiggle on that one piece, and it's got that notch here that lines up on the bottom. It's pretty simple, you just got to maneuver it around and then it clicks in place. And we can bring this back up. I kind of worked a little backwards there on the last clip. See how that lines up right there? Push that in, and then we can grab our 8mm nuts and tighten those back down. And pop the air filter back in, and then the cover, Put our top cover back on with the 3 T27 screws, and we'll try and start this thing up. Prime this, put it in the start position, choke it. Alright, let's see if it worked. Alright, fired on the first pull. Alright, we had some success on here. Easy process. Just replace the carburetor. Didn't even fool around with the replacement kit. Inexpensive part from Hipastore.com. Like I said, they're running a Springfest sale from today until May 4th, 2022. So we might make sure you take advantage of those prices over there and the discounts. And I believe it's free shipping to everywhere in the United States. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something valuable from this video. See you next time from the Neighborhood Go-To Guy.